Hello students, today I am going to begin chapter 9 which is magnetic field. Though most of the portion of this chapter I have already covered, the various things of this I have already taught to you. There is only one point which was left, but today I will do some revision of this chapter, means the topics which I have already taught, I will revise them. So here the first point is current loop as a magnetic dipole. Current loop as a magnetic dipole means a current carrying conductor, it behaves like a current carrying loop behaves like a magnetic dipole. Its one face acts as north pole and the other face acts as south pole. When there is any current carrying loop, then that loop will act as the magnetic dipole. It's clear? All of you remember this thing, that every current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field, but every current carrying conductor is not a magnetic dipole. For example, toroid, it is a endless solenoid. It is producing magnetic field inside the toroid, but it is not a magnetic dipole. A current carrying a straight conductor, it produces magnetic field in its vicinity, but it is not a magnetic dipole. It's clear? But if you see the solenoid, if you see a current carrying circular coil, I have made a circular coil here. When current will flow through this, its one face will act as the north pole and the other face as the south pole. It is clear? So first thing is, every current loop. A current loop means like this. It may be closed shape, may be any. It may be in the rectangular shape, triangular shape, but it should be a closed loop like this. So every current loop acts as magnetic dipole. Magnetic dipole means there will be two poles. It's one face on which direction of current appears clockwise will act as south pole and other face on which direction of current is anti-clockwise will act as north pole. These things already I have told. I am showing it you by the diagram. It's clear? If the current direction is clockwise, then it will be the south pole. If it is the anti-clockwise, then it will be the north pole. If you see here, suppose this is a circular loop. This is a circular loop like this. And if the current direction is this is the current direction. You can see here what is the direction of current. Here it will be clockwise. It's clear? If you see from the other side, when you will see from the other side, means if you invert it, then what will happen? This upward arrow will come in this side. Downward arrow will come in this side. You can see here. Here in this side there is the downward arrow. Here in this side upward arrow. If you reverse the face, means you invert it like this, then what will happen? This upward arrow will go in that side. It is clear? Means when you will see, this upward arrow will be this, downward arrow will be this. It's clear? So it's one face on which the direction of current appears clockwise. This is in the direction that direction in which the needles of clock moved, that is the clockwise direction. So clockwise there will be what pole? South pole. You can see here, this will be the south pole. It is clear. And if it appears anti-clockwise, you can see here that it is opposite to that direction in which needle of clock moves. So it is anti-clockwise. Here there will be the north polarity. This will be the north polarity. It is anti-clockwise. So there will be the north polarity. It is clear. Now see here. As we know that every dipole has the magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is a physical quantity. Magnetic moment. Magnetic moment. It is a physical quantity which represents the power of the dipole. In one way, it represents the power of dipole. Means how much stronger magnetic field can be produced by it. It's clear. It is a vector quantity which we represent by vector capital M, or sometimes we are also using small m. It is clear. What is its magnitude? So magnitude of this magnetic moment of this any current loop, it will be equal to the current which is flowing through this multiplied by the area which it encloses, I into A. It will be I into A. What will be the magnitude of the magnetic moment? Current which is flowing through the loop multiplied by the area enclosed by it. It is clear. What will be its in vector form? In vector form, it will be vector M equals to I into area vector A. Now, how will you find the direction of magnetic moment? So, there is a right hand rule, right hand thumb rule. It is clear. We call it as a right hand rule. We will curl the fingers of the right hand in such a way, that the fingers are curling in the direction of current. Then thumb will give the direction of magnetic moment. For example, here current is flowing in clockwise direction. You will curl in this way. It's clear. It must be visible to you. Its curling should be in the clockwise direction. Thumb is pointing downward. Means we can say magnetic moment of this loop is what? If we assume that it is lying on the plane of paper, then magnetic moment will be what? Direction of magnetic moment. It will be perpendicular to the plane of paper in downward direction. Perpendicular to plane of paper, downward direction. Here, M is what direction? Perpendicular to plane of paper downward. Here we have assumed that coil is lying on the plane of paper. If you see here, how will you adjust it? You will adjust the fingers, curling of fingers of right hand in the anti-clockwise direction. They are curling in the anti-clockwise direction. Thumb is pointing in the upward direction. It is clear. So what is the magnetic moment? Here magnetic moment, it will be perpendicular to plane of paper, upward. It is upward. It is clear. So this way you can find the direction of magnetic moment. Now what is the SI unit of magnetic moment? So it is very simple. It will be equal to SI unit equals to, if you see here, unit of current is ampere and unit of area is meter square. So it is ampere meter square. Ampere meter square. Suppose if there are n turns in the current loop. If current loop has n turns. If current loop has n turns, capital N, then what will be the magnetic moment? Magnetic moment will be equal to N into I into E. It's clear? N into I into E. So This is all about the magnetic moment of a current loop. It's clear. Now we will see magnetic moment of a revolving electron. Magnetic moment of a revolving electron. Now, as we know that when electron moves around the nucleus, and here we are determining the magnetic moment of revolving electron in hydrogen atom. It's clear. Magnetic moment of a revolving electron. In hydrogen atom. Now see here, as you know that in hydrogen atom there is one proton in the nucleus and one electron is moving around the nucleus in K cell. It is moving around the nucleus in the K cell. There is no neutron in the nucleus. It's clear. And electron is moving around it. Here it is moving in a circular orbit. It's clear. Its radius I have taken as r. Let electron completes one rotation. It is moving with the velocity v. Here we have assumed that it is moving in this way with the velocity v. It's clear. So see here, let electron moves with the velocity v. Electron moves with a velocity v in a circular orbit of radius r. In a circular orbit of radius r. So see here, since the electron is moving, therefore it will produce the current because electron carries the charge. It's clear. So therefore current will be produced. A minute current will be produced due to the motion of electron. A minute current means very small current. Minute current will be produced due to motion of electrons. Motion of electron. Now see here how much current will be produced by it. So as you know that current produced equals to I equals to Q upon T. It's clear. It is the time in which it complete one rotation. Time in which it complete one rotation. T, time taken to complete one rotation. Taken to complete one rotation. So you can see here how much distance it will cover in one rotation. How much distance it will cover in one rotation equals to the circumference, which is 2 pi r. And what is the speed? Speed is v. So this much time will be taken. Now what is the charge on electron? So that we know that charge on electron, it is represented by which symbol? It is represented by E. Q equals to E, whose magnitude is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Then what will be the current produced? It will be equal to Q upon T. Q upon T, that is E upon, it is 2 pi r upon V. So that will go into denominator. So what will be magnetic moment? So just now we have seen magnetic moment of electron. How will you find? It is equal to the product of current multiplied by area enclosed by the current loop. So see here, product of current into area enclosed. Current is how much? EV upon 2 pi r, and area enclosed is pi r square. Pi r square. So you can see here, when you will simplify, what will you get? You will get pi and pi cancel. Now one power of r will also be cancelled. It's clear. So what will you get? Magnetic moment of electron will be EVR upon 2. It will be equal to the magnetic moment of electron. It's clear. Now see here. Here electron is spinning in anti-clockwise direction. So what will be the direction of equivalent current? It will be in the clockwise direction. As we know that current is always marked opposite to the motion of electron. Current is always marked opposite to the motion of electron. Therefore, what will be the direction of magnetic moment? So it will be perpendicular to, you curl the fingers of right hand in the clockwise direction. So thumb is pointing downward. So here magnetic moment will be directed perpendicular to plane of paper downward. It's clear. So this is about the magnetic moment of revolving electron in hydrogen atom. It's clear. Then I have told you that what is the magnetic field due to a magnetic dipole at any point on the axial position, at any point on the equatorial position. Already I have told this. You can see here magnetic field due to magnetic dipole at any point on axial position and equatorial position. Now about all these things I have told you in the previous videos in very detail. So for detailed discussion you watch those videos. It's clear. Now here I am doing just the revision, means telling you once again. Suppose this is a bar magnet. So as you know that what is the direction of magnetic moment in a bar magnet? It is directed from south to north. It will be directed from south to north. And why it will be directed from south to north? You can see here. Here this is a current carrying circular loop and carrying the current in what direction? In clockwise direction. So just now you have seen that the magnetic moment is directed vertically downward. Magnetic moment is directed vertically downward. That can be represented by this cross. It's clear. Now if you see in terms of the polarity, you will find that what will be the polarity here? Here current is clockwise, therefore polarity will be south. And in this side, below to this loop, what will be the polarity? Here in this side, there will be north polarity. Means above to the loop, south polarity, below to the loop, north polarity. Magnetic moment is directed in what direction? In downward direction. Means it is always directed from south to north. So this way we have found that magnetic moment in a bar magnet, it is in this direction. It is clear. Now this will be the axial position of magnetic dipole. Is bar magnet, this is the axial position. And at this axial position, from the center of magnet, which you can take the midpoint, there is a point P at a distance R. And the total length of this we have assumed as 2L. This bar magnet, its total length we have assumed 2L. It's clear. So what is the formula of magnetic field here? So that you know that B equals to mu naught upon 4 pi into 2mr upon r square minus L square whole square. It's clear. If you see here in vector form, then what is the direction of magnetic field? Direction of magnetic field will be this. This is the direction of magnetic field, and this is the direction of magnetic moment. Means magnetic field and magnetic moment both are in the same direction. It is clear. So how will you write it in vector form? Vector B equals to this. Now, if you take a small bar magnet means here small dipole bar magnet means small dipole. So, for a small dipole, you can neglect the term 2L is much smaller than R. So, term of L can be neglected, and when you will neglect the term, it will become B equals to mu naught upon 4 pi 2m upon R cube. 2m upon R cube. It is clear. So, here this is the formula of the magnetic field due to a bar magnet at any point on the axial position. Now, if you see the equatorial position, you can see here this is the bar magnet, this is south pole, this is north pole. Equatorial position means right bisector of the dipole length, bar magnet, right bisector of the dipole length. It's clear. This is the equatorial position. Here total length is given 2L. And what is the distance of this point from the center? So it is this. What is the direction of magnetic field? Direction of magnetic field is here this. And magnetic moment, it is in this direction. You can see here means both are opposite to each other. On equatorial position, you can see here, this is equatorial position. On equatorial position, it is this. So, what was the formula of magnetic field? You have seen that vector B equals to mu naught upon 4 pi into m upon r square minus L is no, not r square. This is r square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2. R square plus L square whole to the power 3 by 2. It's clear. This is the formula. If you see, both are in opposite direction. So, if you write down vector M is in this direction, vector B is in this direction. So, if you write it in vector form, you have to introduce minus sign here. It's clear. Now, for a small bar magnet, it will be equal to B equals to mu naught upon 4 pi m, and when you will neglect the term of L, it will be r square power 3 by 2. When you will simplify, it will be r cube. It's clear. This is the formula of magnetic field due to a small bar magnet on axial position, on equatorial position. Means we can say, but due to a small bar magnet, due to a small dipole, a magnetic field on axial position at any point will be twice of the magnetic field at the same distance on the equatorial position. At the same distance on the equatorial position, B axial is 2 times of B equatorial. It's clear this. Now see here, after this we will describe the torque acting on a magnetic dipole placed in uniform magnetic field. It's clear. This also I have discussed in very detailed in previous videos. It's clear. Torque acting on a magnetic dipole. And these all formulas we have deduced for bar magnet, but they are true for all the dipoles. Torque acting on a magnetic dipole in uniform magnetic field. Torque acting on a magnetic dipole in uniform magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field means which is uniform in magnitude, which is same in magnitude as well as in direction throughout the region. Here this is the uniform magnetic field region. It's clear. And a dipole is placed in this way that it makes an angle. Its magnetic moment is making what angle from the direction of magnetic field? Here this is, you can take south pole, this is north pole. What will be the direction of magnetic moment? It is this. It is making what angle from the magnetic field direction? Theta angle. Here it makes an angle theta from the direction of magnetic field. It's clear. So what will be this angle will be equal to theta. So what will be the torque? Torque, so as we know that we have already deduced this formula. Torque tau equals to, it is mv sine theta. Or in vector form if you see, it will be vector tau equals to vector m cross vector b. This will be the torque acting on the magnetic dipole placed in uniform magnetic field. You have seen that when the dipole is placed in this way, what will be the angle theta? This you can take the position 1. What will be the angle theta? So for position 1, theta will be 0 and torque will be equal to 0. Because mb sine 0 degree, it will be mb sine 0 degree, and sine 0 degree is what? It is 0. So torque will be 0. It's clear. Now see here, if you see this position here, let me extend this uniform magnetic field in this side also. Uniform magnetic field is represented by straight parallel lines which are equidistant. It is clear. It is also represented by crosses and dots, but they should be equispaced. It is clear. If the magnet is placed in this way, you can see here, this is the south and this is the north. What is the difference in both the cases? You can see that in this case, what is the direction of magnetic moment? Direction of magnetic moment is south to north, means this. Vector m is this. Here, what will be the direction of magnetic moment? South to north, means it is this. Vector m and vector b are in opposite direction. And since they are in the opposite direction, theta will be equal to 180 degree. And theta equals to 180 degrees. So what will be tau? It will be mb sine 180. And sine 180 is also 0. It will be 0. Means in both cases, dipole will be in equilibrium. In both cases, it will be in equilibrium. But here it will be in the stable equilibrium. Its equilibrium will be stable. It's clear. We will remember that when vector M and vector B are in same direction. Dipole is placed in the external magnetic field in such a way that dipole moment vector and magnetic field vector are in same direction. Vector M and vector B are in same direction. Then it will be in the stable equilibrium. Here it is unstable equilibrium. You can see this is unstable equilibrium. It's clear. Here unstable equilibrium means here vector M and vector B are in opposite direction. Now what is the meaning of stable equilibrium and unstable equilibrium? Now you can see here, suppose the dipole is placed in this way here, suppose this is the dipole is placed in this way, it is clear. Here this is the direction of vector M here, so it is in stable equilibrium. Now if you apply a deflecting torque, it will come to the new position. I have applied a deflecting torque over it. Applied a deflecting torque, it will rotate in this direction. As soon as it will rotate, what will happen? The value of theta will not remain 0 and some torque due to magnetic field will start acting. Some torque due to magnetic field will start acting besides the deflecting torque. Deflecting torque is applied by some external agent. External agent, suppose myself. Here deflecting torque is applied by me. It is clear. As soon as it will change this position, now vector M and vector B are no more parallel. Some torque will set up due to the magnetic field, and that torque will act in what direction? Here that torque will act in this direction. It is clear. While the deflecting torque is acting in this direction. So as soon as you will remove the deflecting torque, because of this torque, it will come to the same position. Means when the deflecting torque is removed, here magnet returns back to its original position. But here you can see, here this is representing magnetic moment, so it is kept in this way. When you will rotate it, what will happen? When you will rotate it, suppose you are applying the deflecting torque in this direction. Here in this direction you are applying it. It's clear. This is the direction of deflecting torque. It will come to this position. It is clear. Now due to on rotation, now vector M and vector B will be no more parallel. A torque will set up because of the magnetic field that also acts in the same direction. The torque which is set up due to the magnetic field that also acts in the same direction as the direction of deflecting torque. So even if you remove it, even if you remove the deflecting torque, because of this torque which has been set up due to magnetic field, it will come to the new position. It's clear. So this is the unstable equilibrium. Now if it is placed perpendicular, any way, whether it is placed this way or it is placed in this way, in both cases, what is the angle between vector M and vector B? This you can take 3, both this is 3. Vector M and vector B will be 90 degree and 90 degree. So what will be the torque? Torque equals to MB sine 90 degrees. Sine 90 degree is 1 and 1 is the maximum value of the sine theta. Means the torque will also be maximum. Tau max equals to M into B. And as you know that, I have already told you definition of magnetic moment on the basis of this formula. This is a defining equation for the magnetic moment. Defining equation for magnetic moment. You can see here how it is defining equation for magnetic moment. You can take M equals to tau max upon B. If B equals to 1 unit means 1 Gauss, 1 Tesla, 1 Newton per ampere per meter. So M will be equal to what? tau max upon 1, that is equals to tau max. Means we can say magnetic moment of a dipole is equal to the maximum torque acting on dipole when it is placed perpendicularly in the uniform magnetic field of unit strength. Magnetic moment of a magnetic dipole is equal to the maximum torque acting on the dipole when it is placed perpendicularly in the uniform magnetic field of unit strength. It's clear. So this is all about the torque acting on the magnetic dipole. It's clear. Now after that, magnetic lines of force. Magnetic lines of force. So see here, this is a new topic. About this I have not told, but it is very similar to the electric lines of force. Only there is a slight difference, but all other things are same. It's clear. Magnetic lines of force. Magnetic lines of force. What do you mean by magnetic lines of force? So magnetic lines of force are those smooth imaginary lines. Magnetic lines of force are those smooth imaginary lines. So magnetic lines of force are those smooth imaginary closed curve. This is the extra term. And this word is not present in electric lines of force. So magnetic lines of force are those smooth imaginary closed curve which visualizes the magnetic field. Means the lines of force are imaginary, but the magnetic field which they are representing, that is the real. The closeness of lines of force represent the strength of magnetic field. Means if the lines of force are closer in a region, if they are nearer to each other, then there will be a stronger magnetic field. If they are farther apart, then there will be a weaker magnetic field. Then the direction of tangent at any point on the magnetic line of force will give the direction of magnetic field. Means if what will be the direction of tangent here, this will be the direction of magnetic field at this point. There are some properties. One is two lines of force can never intersect, because if they intersect at any point, then what will be, there will be two direction of tangent. Suppose this is one line of force, it's clear, and this is another line of force. They are intersecting together at the point P. So at the point P, there will be two direction of magnetic field. One tangent will be over this and the other tangent will be over this. It's clear. So two directions of magnetic field are not possible. And since two directions of magnetic field are not possible, therefore what will happen? This is not possible. This thing is not possible. Two lines of force can never intersect. Then if you see in the bar magnet, they come out from the north pole of the magnet. It's clear. Moving outside the magnet, enter through the south pole. And within the magnet, they will move from where to where? From south to north. If you see the pattern of magnetic field in between two like poles or in between two unlike poles, it's clear. As we know that like poles repel each other while the unlike poles are attracting each other. So what will be the pattern of magnetic field in between two like poles? Means between north pole or between south pole. It's clear. Between north pole or between south pole. Suppose this is the north pole. What will happen? As we know that like poles are repelling to each other, so what will happen to the magnetic lines of force? Magnetic lines of force will go in the equatorial direction. Means here, this. It's clear. They will be laterally repelled. This will be the pattern. It's clear. Here, this will be the pattern. If in a pattern of magnetic field in a region in between two like poles. It's clear. If you see in between two unlike poles, means suppose this is the north pole and this is the south pole, then what will be the pattern? You can see here lines of force will start from north and terminate at south. It's clear. Here starting from north terminating at south means here they are extending laterally while here they are contracting lengthwise. Its length is more, its length is smaller, its length is more smaller, and here it is the smallest length. It's clear. So they are contracting lengthwise. Then there is uniform magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field, I have told that it is that magnetic field which remains same throughout the region in magnitude as well as in direction. So this is representing a uniform magnetic field. It's clear. Now one more thing, neutral point. Neutral point, this is a term, neutral point. It is that point in the magnetic field region at which there is no magnetic field. It is that point, in a magnetic field region. At which there exists no magnetic field. And therefore magnetic compass will not stay in any specific direction, and therefore magnetic compass will not stay in any specific direction. Means sometimes it is staying this way, then at the same point it is staying in this way, then at the same point it is staying in this way. Means as many times you are keeping the compass at the same point, it is staying in some different direction. It's clear. So that point is said to be neutral point. But neutral point can be obtained only when there are two magnetic fields in that region. Two magnetic fields are acting in that region. It's clear. If the magnetic field produced by only one source, if in a magnetic field region produced by only one source, neutral points are not possible. Magnetic field region produced by only one source, neutral points are not possible. And why? Because at that point, at every point in that region, there will be magnetic field due to only one that source. But if there are two sources, then one is producing magnetic field in this direction, other is producing magnetic field in the opposite direction. This is the magnetic field due to one, this is the magnetic field due to two. So both are equal in magnitude. If both are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, what will happen? Net magnetic field will become zero, and this point is called the neutral point. It's clear. So we will remember that in a magnetic field region produced by one source, neutral points are not possible. In a magnetic field region produced by one source, neutral point is not possible. It's clear. Means at neutral points there will be two magnetic fields acting oppositely and equal in magnitude. Means we can say at neutral point there will be two magnetic fields. Magnetic fields acting oppositely and equal in magnitude. Equal in magnitude. It is clear. So that will be the neutral point. So there is one more thing. What is the potential energy of a magnetic dipole placed in uniform magnetic field? That also I have told. Potential energy of a magnetic dipole, potential energy of magnetic dipole placed in uniform magnetic field. If you want to know in detail about these things, you watch the previous videos. This is the magnetic field region, and here magnetic dipole is placed in such a way that the magnetic moment vector m makes an angle theta from the magnetic field vector. So what will be the potential energy? U theta equals to minus mb cos theta, that is equals to minus vector m dot vector p. Then work done in rotating dipole by an angle theta in uniform magnetic field, it will be W equals to mb1 minus cos theta. So this is all about in this chapter. Now everything has finished in this chapter. You will do the numericals.